What is up, y'all? You are checking out the World of WWE podcast. I am your host, and I'm joined by my friends and co-hosts.
What's up, guys? It's Le Champion, Macho Man Dan here.
And Latino Heat Carlos.
And we have joining us my friend who will also be doing the Attitude Era and AEW shows. This is my man Dusty.
What's up, guys? It's the Canadian Nightmare, Dusty here.
Canadian? Oh. Either Kentucky.
Oh, fucking Kentucky! God damn it!
He's the Canadian Nightmare now. That's it.
We have somebody on here who was Canadian. I feel like
I'm not Canadian. I'm not Canadian.
We did.
I'm
He
Kentucky.
has to be the Canadian Nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It was fake.
Wow, what a way to make a debut, Dusty.
Yeah, already fucked up.
The
Goddamn.
Shockmaster.
Shockmaster debut. What a way to debut, alright.
I love when he puts the hat back on right away. Like no one's just saw that happen. I also love the video of Mark Henry trying to open the steel cage door.
Oh, you mean when the lock was an actual lock and not like a...
Yo, he kept going. I would have given up after the third try. Jesus Christ. He was going at it for like 20 seconds.
He's the world's strongest man, bro.
Mark Henry was trying to.
So he's talking about like a match. I think it was on SmackDown. It was a steel cage match, and somebody was supposed to like fake the chain, like they were supposed to make it like break easily, but it was an actual chain. So somebody fucked up, and Mark Henry struggled for like 30 seconds just trying to break the damn chain. He did. He fucking broke that thing. But damn it, he struggled doing it.
Wait, was this Big Show versus Alberto Del Rio, and then like
I don't know what it was, but he was going hard at that door, man, for a good 30 seconds. He's like, I will break you. Anyways, Dusty, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
I'm a huge indie fan. I wouldn't call myself a mark. I've been to wrestling since I was a kid. It's really my dream to become a wrestler one day, hopefully. And yeah, that's it.
So, are you the Canadian Nightmare or the Kentucky Nightmare?
I'm the Kentucky Nightmare. The Kentucky Nightmare.
Yeah, because I feel like the Canadian Nightmare would be fucking
that would be so confusing.
Where we had somebody like that.
The Chris Benoit is the Canadian Nightmare, bro. Oh god.
Yeah. Wow. Now you really got fucked us over.
So, today we are covering Elimination Chamber 2022. We are giving you our predictions, and right now Dan is lead champion. But after this, I really doubt he is going to keep that title. But
hey, look, y'all can doubt me all you want, but I will once again come out as your champion.
I'm not doubting you. I'm just letting you know. I can see the future with my third eye.
Oh, okay, fucking Matt Sydal. All right, bro.
You're losing, bro.
Well,
we'll see about
third eye. I just know.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so Elimination Chamber this year is taking place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Again, it's February 19th. It's on a Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is pretty early, so I'm pretty sure everyone who is around will be able to check that out. I'm excited for it. There are a total of, I think, 8 matches on the card, and it's going to be interesting. Every time they're in Saudi Arabia, it's always pretty interesting. I always make fun of the fact that I
always think it's a shit show, honestly. I'm sorry, but I do.
Yeah. I will say the last one that they did, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. There were some matches on there that were good matches, at least.
What was the last one? Wasn't that
It was the Edge versus Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell.
right? It also had Roman versus Brock for the
Yeah,
Universal
but then
title.
it had Bianca, Sasha, and Becky.
Right.
So they had some decent matches on there, yeah. But yes, they're going back to Saudi Arabia, and let's just go over some of the matches. The first match we're going to talk about is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, defending against the Viking Raiders. Now, if you heard our last recap, it's in the archives. Carlos and I were going at it for about 30 minutes on the Usos. So why don't we just talk quickly about this match? The Viking Raiders, they won it was like a battle royal, or it was like a 4-team, like it was some kind of match where
Fatal 4-way tag team match.
yeah, they won a fatal 4-way tag match, and they I said, they pretty much are, challengers, and they've gotten attacked by the Usos. However, Ivar did beat Jimmy this past week on SmackDown. So the Viking Raiders do have the upper hand. Let's go to the champion with his first pick. Who do you think is going to walk out Saudi Arabia tag champions?
La champion.
Daniel?
Why'd you call him my?
He calls him Daniel.
And he did.
All right, Carlos, we'll go to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Usos to retain, just because there's literally been no build to this fucking match.
Yeah.
I mean, there has, but it's been like lackluster. So I'm going with the Usos, the greatest tag team of all time.
And how about you, Kentucky Nightmare? What do you think?
I believe that Usos are going to retain because, Bloodline's going to hold belts until whenever they drop them. I don't think they're going to at the Elimination Chamber yet.
Good point. Yeah, I agree with you both. I do think that the Usos will retain. I really don't see a point in them losing right now. And I do like the Viking Raiders, and I do think they're going to have a pretty decent match, but I just see the Usos. There's no point in them losing right now, the titles. And I think Dan's having technical difficulties, so he will join us back, and when he does, we'll ask him his thoughts. So we're going to keep on moving on. Keep on keeping on. Next, we have Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio taking on The Miz with his wife, Maryse. These two have been going at it these past couple of weeks on Raw, with Maryse pretty much making fun of Rey Mysterio, saying that he can learn from her. And The Miz got a cheap victory over Dominic. Dominic got a cheap victory Rey got a cheap victory over Miz. And basically, last week on Raw, Miz distracted Rey, slapped him, and then The Miz nailed a skull-crushing finale on Rey. So these two have a rivalry going that is very fierce right now. So, Dusty, who do you think is going to win this match?
I think Rey's gonna win, even though I want Miz to win. I really want Miz to win because I feel like if Miz wins against Rey, and then he he beats him pretty badly, so Dominic will take over for the feud, and he and Miz can just elevate Dominic to being a star like he should be, basically. Even But I think Rey's going to win.
Okay.
Because, it's WWE.
I gotcha. A pretty decent, good pick. Why not? How about you, Carlos? What do you think?
I think The Miz is gonna win because I think Dominic might try to help Rey Mysterio win, and then that might cost Rey. Because I really want to see Dominic and Rey go at each other already, like feud. Like I don't want to see them team anymore. I want to see the father son feud already. So I feel like this might be the boiling point between the two.
I kind of agree with Carlos there. I think the same thing. I feel like this, is going to lead to some kind of situation with Ray and Dominic. I feel like Ray can fight Dominic at WrestleMania, and that would be a good send-off for him. I do think he's going to continue wrestling for a bit, but I think eventually he's going to want to put up the boots because he's been wrestling since like the late 80s, early 90s. But I think The Miz is going to win too, just because I feel like, again, there's going to be some kind of conflict outside with Dominic trying to help, and something's going to happen which will cause a rift between the two.
And also, Maurice will also be early.
That's going to be a little interesting too, because they're all going to have to be like fully like clothed. So it's going to be really strange seeing all these people come out. But it was a big deal because Becky Lynch and Lita were featured on.
I mean, not the guys, maybe just the ladies, the girls.
Oh yeah, it's just the girls, yeah. But yeah, Becky and Lita were featured on a billboard outside of the arena. So
by the way, this is the pay per view using the most women in Saudi Arabia.
That is a big deal.
Because there's like 3 women's matches, right?
There's 3.
It's crazy. It's like, wow.
I know with how fast, a couple of years ago, you never would have thought that women would be fighting in Saudi Arabia. Now it's become a tradition, kind of. All right, next up, we have the Falls Count Anywhere match between Madcap Moss, who, of course, will be with Happy Corbin, taking on Drew McIntyre. At day 1, Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin injured Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre returned at the Royal Rumble and is waiting to get his hands on both Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. He might be able to in this Falls Count Anywhere match. Carlos, who do you think is winning this one?
I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
And why is that?
Because he's Drew McIntyre.
Okay, that's a good enough reason, I guess. Yeah, I agree. Drew is a good wrestler, and he is a former champion. I don't see why Madcap Moss would win this one unless they're going to continue this rivalry to WrestleMania. I do agree with Carlos, though, too, again, with Drew winning this one. How about you, Dusty? Who do you think?
I think Drew's going to win. Like, honestly, but I think it's going to start a feud between Madcap and Happy Corbin because I just want to see that thing already. I'm tired of them teaming, like, honestly.
Okay. So I think it's going to be interesting with it being a Falls Count Anywhere match because I don't know how the people of Saudi Arabia are going to react to them possibly fighting in the crowd. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. All right. Next, we have the first women's match we're going to be talking about is a special tag team match. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, and SmackDown, well, she's kind of general manager for both Raw and SmackDown, Sonya Deville, taking on the team of Naomi and Ronda Rousey. However, there was a stipulation made on SmackDown during the contract signing that Ronda Rousey will have to have one arm tied behind her back because Ronda injured Sonya Deville's arm after Sonya got in her face. And Ronda came to Naomi's rescue last week, 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. And the contract signing took place, and Ronda and Naomi were able to get the upper hand, sending a table over onto Sonya and Charlotte. So, Dusty, let's go to you. Who do you think is going to win this tag match?
I believe Ronda and Naomi will win just to boost up Ronda's thing for WrestleMania.
Okay, so this is kind of like a match just to sort of get us ready for WrestleMania, in your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, we have our late champion back with us, which I am very happy. The technical difficulties have been solved. Welcome back.
I apologize dearly to everybody here.
Well, we went over some matches, so Dan, we'll get your quick takes for this one. So, who do you think is going to win the Usos versus the Viking Raiders? And you could tell us why, too.
I mean, I definitely think the Usos are going to kick the Viking Raiders, but I mean, no offense to the Viking Raiders, but it just seems like they're just kind of there. Like, they have nobody else better to put against the Usos. So they're like, you know what? We've already done the New Day 100 times. Let's fucking put them against them.
I wish that they were able to do a lot more stuff that they did in NXT because when the Viking Raiders were in NXT, they were really good. But I do agree with you. There's really no tag teams on SmackDown anymore for the Usos to challenge. So okay, we all went with the Usos, so I think we're all in higher regard with that one. Next, how about The Miz versus Rey Mysterio?
That's a tough one. But I think Miz needs his win back, and I think Miz is gonna win.
And is there just because of the win, or do you think there's any other thing that's gonna?
I mean, I think they might need a few more matches for like WWE for like WrestleMania. So like, I don't know. They could have like Dominic Mysterio help out Rey and kind of turn him heel.
You mean help out Miz?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what Carlos and I are kind of on the same page about. We all think it's Miz, but Dusty over here.
No. What I think I meant by like he's gonna try to help Ray. Like actually try to help.
Oh, you mean like he's gonna try and help Ray, but he's gonna fuck up on accident?
Yeah, like he's not. I don't think he's gonna go with the Miz. I think he's just gonna fuck up by accident. Then it's like then Ray's gonna get in his face, and then like they're gonna end up fighting or something. Something's gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then Dusty thinks Rey Mysterio is gonna win just because he's Rey Mysterio. That's kind of like what WWE does.
Ooh, Dusty's being different. Shocker.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shocker. He's being different.
Next,
Hey, I am
count.
Kentucky Nightmare.
He's the Kentucky Nightmare. He's gonna bring it
Yeah.
to the show. Next, the Falls Count Anywhere match: Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. Who are you going with?
Is it really any question? I gotta go with McIntyre.
Yeah, that's what we all.
Is it really any question?
No, I mean, I don't think so. Unless they're gonna do some sort of WrestleMania thing between Corbin and Drew, then I don't see.
I hope not.
I know. I hope not too.
Man, we're saying this now, but I bet you, if Madcap wins, we will all just freak out. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to go with Moss, but I just
Yeah.
feel like Drew. I don't know. It'd be stupid if he got injured and loses again. I mean, but then that would be kind of a good sort of step up to that rivalry. But I'm just gonna stick with Drew. Okay, we were just talking about the Ronda Rousey and Naomi match Ronda Rousey Naomi versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Both Dusty and I think Ronda and Naomi are gonna win. Carlos, who do you think is gonna win this one?
Ronda and Naomi.
Okay, and why?
Maybe just to build momentum for WrestleMania. Not really sure.
Okay, all right. And how about you, Dan?
I think it's definitely gonna be Naomi and Ronda Rousey, but the reason is because if they make Ronda look weak before WrestleMania, then what the fuck is the point of going into it?
Yeah, I do agree. That's what Dusty's thoughts were too. That like, what's the point of having her doing that? That I agree too. Like, I don't get. But the one thing that will be in play is that Ronda's arm will be tied behind her back, which I think will make her more vicious. I feel like. But okay, next we have the Raw Women's Championship, which I'm excited for. The Raw Women's Champion, big time Becky Lynch, defending against Lita, who is a WWE Hall of Famer and 4-time Raw Women's Champion. After the Royal Rumble, Lita came out and basically said that she had one more run in her, and she challenged Becky. Becky initially said no because she did not want to basically kill her teenage idol. And she basically said that without Lita, there would be no Becky. So if there's a Becky, there can't be a Lita. And then Lita was eventually able to take out Becky with a Twisted Fate and moonsault. And last week on Raw, they both signed the contract, and it was kind of bizarre because Becky was very quiet. She begged Lita to call off the match, and she basically said she was going to destroy her and left. So this match is going to have big implications regarding WrestleMania as to who is going to walk in as Raw Women's Champion. We'll go to the new friend here, Kentucky Nightmare. Dusty, who do you think is leaving Saudi Arabia?
I think Becky's gonna win due to the fact that Lita's a legend. I don't really see her. I mean, it's happened before with Goldberg and stuff, but I don't think there would be a reason to do that, really. I mean, Charlotte and Ronda is gonna have their feud, so whoever wins the chamber is gonna feud with Becky.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Dan?
I kind of have to go on what Dusty said. I don't see why they would have Lita fucking just randomly win out of nowhere, especially since we're like, what, a month or two away from Mania?
Yeah, we'll be a month away soon, next month.
So it's like, why just suddenly do it for no reason? The only reason I can see is for like maybe a ratings jump, but again, I just don't see it.
Okay. And how about you, Carlos?
Hey, I'm sticking with Becky Lynch. I don't think Lita is like her time's up, pretty much.
Time's up. The women's movement. I think Becky is gonna win. I do think Lita is gonna really show up and have a good match with Becky. But I don't see the point of Lita winning. I do hope that Lita does continue fighting and showing up. But I don't see why they would make her champion. It would be interesting, although I feel like she would lose it. But as she loses before WrestleMania.
So all of us are thinking Becky Lynch.
Yes. Well, we are going to take a really quick break, and when we come back, we are going to go over the 3 main events. I don't know why I'm saying 3, but I feel like these 3 are the good. Well, I don't want to say good ones, but the 3 matches that most people are looking forward to seeing. Which, well,
the three matches the WWE is really trying to get us to watch and get interested.
Yes, yeah. I shouldn't say looking forward to see because I don't know if I really want to see Goldberg, but we'll get there. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the World of WWE podcast. You are listening to our Elimination Chamber 2022 predictions. And yes, definitely check out Anchor.fm. It is the place to make your own podcast for free. And it is a great platform to use. So definitely check us out on Anchor.fm. We are also available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Music. Well, actually, Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music. And everywhere else podcasts are available. We are also going to be available on YouTube. You just search us under the World of WWE podcast.
Well, soon enough, we won't be the World of WWE podcast.
Yeah, Dan, why don't you give us an explanation on our new name and all that new information, and tell us about why it's important to follow us on YouTube, what you can do there.
All right. Well, so we are now changing into the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, right? I think that's what our name is now, something like that. I know it has to do with uncensored, and I mean, we thought it was time for a change. I mean, we've been doing and covering WWE for so long. Why not change things up? I mean, hey, as WWE says, let's shake things up around here. And I mean, hey, look, it's important to follow us on YouTube because I mean, you can get really good notifications, especially if you click that notification bell. That good enough for you, Ant?
100%, yes. Thank you for explaining. Yes, we are going to go to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast starting February 22nd, so be on the lookout for that. But by the time this comes out, we'll still be the World of WWE podcast. So, but yes, it's happening soon. So, moving right along, we are now talking about the WWE Universal Championship. The Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, defending against Goldberg. Goldberg recently returned on SmackDown and basically challenged Roman Reigns for the fight, for the match. And the two of them have just been shit-talking each other the past couple of weeks, and there's really only sort of storyline is that the two were supposed to meet in a match a couple of years back, and it never happened. So, Carlos, who do you think is winning this one?
Roman Reigns. Hopefully he literally squashes this man. 10 seconds the most. Just squashes this man straight. Send him back home. Send him packing.
Bye-bye, Goldberg. That's your thought. Okay. How about you, Nick Champion? Who do you think?
Ooh, see, now this match is where it honestly kind of gets me. Because, yeah, they brought him back for Saudi Arabia money, but at the same time, is Goldberg really just coming back for a match and that's it, or is he coming back for a title? That's what really...
Okay, well, go ahead.
Is he coming back for the title and, just fucking go against him at Mania? We don't know, and truthfully, this is a real hard for me to pick. But I gotta go with Roman. I really gotta do it because it was supposed to be Brock versus Lesnar, Brock versus Roman at Mania because he said that's who he's gonna challenge. So I would really hate to see them fuck up another Royal Rumble winner because, for example, Edge last year went against Roman and Daniel Bryan, who, as much as I love Daniel Bryan, did not deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania with them. So I gotta go Roman.
Okay. All right. I hear you. And how about you, Dusty? Who do you think?
I'm gonna go with Roman, even though my biggest fear is, they're gonna put the title on Goldberg. That's my biggest fear because they've done it before with Goldberg, like The Fiend and I'm having high hopes that Roman's winning. So that's my pick.
I feel like that's all of our worst fears that Goldberg actually just came back for another title.
I just don't get why they're putting their top guy that they have right now in the company against someone that could possibly hurt him.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a nightmare if he wins.
It is.
Goldberg almost fucking killed the Undertaker. That keeps popping in my head whenever I think about Goldberg. What
do you think about Goldberg?
Whenever I think about Goldberg, I just keep thinking about what happened with him and Undertaker.
He also injured Bret Hart and stopped his wrestling career.
That is also true. He did do that. And he also gave himself a fucking concussion.
He also actually slammed. He also botched a jackhammer on Fiend.
True.
Yeah, he's gonna do his own fucking moves. I'm not a big Goldberg fan. I was listening to his podcast and I thought I was gonna like him a bit more, but he's not really likable. He's just
he has no personality.
Yeah.
Actually. That's the bad thing.
More he's really all about sports. He was there's no other.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's about wrestling. He seems he's more about football.
Yeah, he straight up was there's no other feeling than being on the the field, and the wrestling is predetermined, so it's not as much of a big deal if I lose. He was saying stuff like that, and it's just okay, Goldberg, well, no one really cares about you. You've been relevant since 1999. Okay, so moving right along, we have the first of our Elimination Chamber matches, which is going to be a first in Saudi Arabia as well. This match is going to be the winner will be taking on either Lita or Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38 for the Raw Women's title. The competitors are Liv Morgan, superhero Nikki A.S.H, Doudrop, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and newly announced Alexa Bliss. So there is a crop of people to go with. I'll throw it to the champion for this one first. Who do you think?
Damn, you gotta go throwing it to me first. All right. I need you to say those opponents one more time, just so I can really.
I want to go last.
Okay.
I go first. I just need you to repeat the opponents so I can really get a good thinking about this.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go again.
Liv Morgan.
Oh, sorry.
Almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
Okay.
Doudrop.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Bianca Belair.
Alright.
And Alexa Bliss.
Okay, so what is this chamber match for specifically?
Oh
Dan
my God.
has been sleeping this entire time. Hi, Dan.
It's for whoever's gonna be fighting Lita or Becky. The winner of that match.
At WrestleMania 38.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know why that just slipped my mind.
So basically, you're choosing Becky's opponent for WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
Unless Lita wins.
Unless Lita wins, yes.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
All right. I apologize. I was kind of that slipped my mind, but You know what? I'm gonna go with my girl. I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss. I think it would be really cool to watch her come back, make a return, and go after the title.
I would like to see that. I don't know if it would happen, but okay.
What just happened?
There was an echo from your end, I think, Carlos.
What just happened?
What just
Hello?
happened?
Guys?
Technical difficulties?
Hello?
What happened?
Huh?
I think
Sorry,
Carlos.
I apologize, everybody. Apparently, this podcast is just fucking
What is
hell.
happening? This is like speaking of the Kentucky nightmare.
Man, I'm telling
I
you.
think Dusty's bad luck, bro. I mean, shit, we bring him on and suddenly
Guys?
everything goes to shit.
I mean, I'm the Kentucky nightmare, bro, you know?
I love
All right,
it.
so who was going? All right, so I went. I said Alexa
Can't
Bliss.
hear
Who was
anyone.
going next?
I'll go next. You know what? I really want Liv Morgan to win so bad. She's my girl. She's been my girl for a while. But sadly, we don't get what we want, especially with WWE. I think they're gonna have Bianca win. Or Alexa. I'll say Bianca though, just because I really want Liv to win.
So, is she your prediction?
No, Bianca is because WWE doesn't care about my opinion. But I think Liv is great.
Guys,
Man, I love
hello.
Liv. I'm not even going to go on about a full rant about Liv, man. I love Liv so much. Okay, next person.
Hello?
Carlos, it's your thing. Oh my god.
Okay, well, that was an interesting moment. We have been having fun tonight. Okay. I'm going to go with, because Dusty kind of just said it, I'm going with Bianca Belair because I think that's what's going to end up happening. I feel like they didn't really have an end to their rivalry. They did have that one match, a single match against each other, and I think they did fight again on Raw, but I know WWE, and I think they're gonna probably go with that. Although I said like I'm a fucking. I do like Liv, and I would like to see her fight, and I do like Alexa Bliss, and I would like to see her fight too.
The
only one I don't like is Doudrop in there, bro.
You know what? Honestly, I know I kind of already said my opinion, but I actually kind of want to change because I didn't really even think of that. But
no,
now
too late. Too late.
No.
You lost. You're losing Wwe Champion. Told you my third eye. I'm kidding.
I
didn't really think of that. You guys are right, though. I mean,
Okay,
I
again.
completely forgot Bianca Belair had a thing with her.
I mean, change if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it to Bianca because you know.
So who's your prediction, Carlos?
Huh?
Who's your prediction? Oh god, the echo.
Hello?
Oh, not again. Gosh, damn.
Hello?
I don't think Carlos can hear us, guys. We are having more technical difficulties.
It just happened again.
How do I type in the chat?
My favorite part is a hello.
I'm sorry, I'm snorting. My bad. I have
This is the name. It's happening.
What an interesting podcast we are having tonight, folks.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Why does this keep cutting off?
We don't know.
Are we leaving this all in?
Yes. We have no idea. This is why it's gonna be the uncensored pro wrestling podcast. Because this is the type of shit that happens.
Guys.
Hi.
Carlos.
Happened. It keeps cutting.
I think your phone's
I didn't even hear you guys' picks. That's why I'm saying what.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Okay, great. Carlos,
we all said
technical
Bianca.
difficulties. It's okay.
We all
Oh,
said Bianca. Yeah.
oh, then who's gonna be a winner? We all choose fucking people.
Yo, well, I mean, I could win because the Ray thing.
So, Carlos, you're going with Bianca?
Uh,
Oh, he's crashing
dude,
again.
but everybody fucking out.
He's saying he wants to win, but like at the same time, it's kind of hard when we're all going after the same fucking people.
Man,
I was different one time.
Yeah, he was different one time.
Plus, I'm the one who said Bianca first before
I'm
anyone.
gonna have to go with.
I mean, you had a little more time to
Alexa
think about
Bliss.
it, Dusty. I was just kind of thrown on the spot there by hand.
No, I had that in mind even before we even got to this part of it.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was in. I didn't even know that she was in the chamber match. I thought it was
I did.
just Liv Morgan.
No.
Winning, so.
I'm going with Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
So you're gonna lose then, huh? Okay, cool.
No, I want I want to be. Everybody else fucking chose Bianca. I don't want
He
to.
wants to be different.
Your router is playing just hot potato, I think.
Okay.
And Bianca did just win the fucking gauntlet match, so I don't think.
Okay.
Man, so you're going with Alexa Bliss? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next
Well,
match.
I would love
we
to see
have
that.
the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. The WWE Champion, the Almighty Bobby Lashley, defending the title against Riddle, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, and Brock Lesnar. We already know that Brock Lesnar. Well, this is a nightmare. No.
Stop saying my name, bro.
We already know. Meanwhile, we already know that Brock Lesnar is fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 38. So let me give you guys my pick really quick. I have a feeling it's going to be Lashley to win, and I think it's going to come down to Lesnar and Lashley, and Reigns is going to get involved again, screwing Brock over. I'll throw it to Carlos. Who do you think?
Okay. What the fuck? And all right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to go with Seth freaking Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Seth freaking Rollins. He's been trying to get a championship for like forever already, and I feel like this is gonna end up being a triple threat match: Brock versus Roman versus Seth, and then whoever wins unifies the titles.
Okay. Good thought. How about you, Dusty?
Because the only reason because at Royal Rumble Seth lost. Seth won, but technically he didn't win the title, and I just find that I'm just annoyed that they just like had Seth just forget about it. Like he just went along with his life. Like
Well,
oh yeah.
okay. I'm gonna talk about that with you before I do my pick
Like
card.
I feel like they should have continued like the storyline like from there instead of
Well,
Goldberg coming back.
If you think about this, like actually, Seth technically won in his head because he had Roman. He
Right where he wanted him.
No, I said he did win, but he didn't win the belt.
I don't think he wanted the belt, to be honest. I think he just wanted to get
No,
Roman's.
he wanted the belt. He was fighting for the fucking Universal Championship.
I think Seth is a new level of heel to where he doesn't care if he has the belt. My prediction for it is Bobby, because I don't think they're gonna make him drop the belt this early.
Okay. All right. Okay. And how about you, the champion? This is your last prediction, so
Yeah, it is. You know what? I'm gonna be like Carlos. I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna go with Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay, Dan. Pound. Give me a pound.
All right.
that's
I'll
what I
give
mean.
you-
That's here.
I
I
Get
will
done.
give
That's
you a
okay.
reason though, because Seth Rollins was supposed to win the WWE title. Like what? Day one.
But
or something
wait.
it's called?
Wait. Before you continue there, remember, Riddle was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. What if he wins?
Okay, that may be true, but at the same time, I
Don't
don't
count
see
Riddle out.
I don't see WWE having Brock win because like why would they do that? They have two championships for a reason, two different brands.
Because they love
So-
fucking Brock's fucking.
Well, As that may be true, I don't see why they would do that. I think that'd be a very stupid idea. And as for Lashley winning, if Seth wins, Lashley could be like, well, I didn't get pinned by him. I deserve my title back or some bullshit like that. And then they'll have Seth versus Lashley. And they'll have Seth versus Lashley at Mania.
They could do that.
Looks like this is going to be your last reign as league champion.
We'll see about that, bro. We'll see.
Let me give a quick overview again of our picks. We all picked the Usos to retain their tag titles. Carlos, Dan, and myself went with The Miz, where Dusty went with Rey Mysterio. We all think Drew McIntyre is going to defeat Madcap Moss. We all think that Ronda and Naomi are going to beat Charlotte and Sonya. Again, we all think Becky is going to beat Lita. We think Roman Reigns.
I think the difference here is the women's elimination chamber match
and the men's a little bit. So for the women's elimination chamber, Dusty, Dan, and myself think Bianca Belair is going to win, and Carlos thinks Alexa Bliss is going to win. And for the men's elimination chamber, Dusty and myself think Bobby Lashley is going to win and the champion, and Carlos think Seth freaking Rollins is going to win.
I can't believe we agreed on that, Dan.
Different. So, I mean, it's going to be a crazy night. The heat is on Saudi Arabia. The desert.
I'm surprised nobody said AJ Styles.
I think
that depresses me because I do love AJ.
But it's just I want Edge and AJ Styles to feud already.
We'll have to.
I hope this leads to like Edge and AJ Styles feud.
That
WrestleMania.
would be a good, definitely an A-star match for sure.
Like they have like a confrontation in the Royal Rumble when Edge returned. Like they have a face off. Like they never actually like touched each other. Like actually fought.
Well, AJ did injure himself when he was selling Edge's spear.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, did you not remember that?
No.
Yeah. AJ flipped over too hard and he fucked himself. He fucked his shoulder up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Carlos is crashing. Oh wait, no, he's back.
You there, Carlos?
Nope.
Carlos is.
You learn something new every day.
Carlos?
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
It happened. It keeps happening. It keeps cutting off and like back on.
There's some sort of like demon being possessed in Carlos's phone.
Dan, is this
here? Go ahead, Carlos.
I mean, Ed, is this you doing this?
Swear to God, it's not. I swear on everything.
It's because you have the Kentucky Nightmare on the podcast now. That's why.
Yeah, he's fucking sending some fucking signals over to us.
Bad voodoo,
something
bro.
I just realized is our recap of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is going to be the last World of WWE podcast. Yeah. Oh, great. I sound great. So that's going to be a moment. But let me wrap up before it goes any more down the rails. Elimination Chamber is coming to you live Saturday, February 19th, 2022. You're going to see Lita come back and compete. You're going to see 2 Elimination Chamber matches. Ronda Rousey is back. The Usos, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Goldberg, myself talking. This is a nightmare. There he is.
This
By
is
the
great.
way, one of my favorite words to say is "this is a nightmare." So I think Dusty is gonna. Every time I say nightmare, Dusty has a drink. So yes, Elimination Chamber, the last stop to WrestleMania, coming to you live Saturday. Any last words? Well, all right. Well, enjoy Elimination Chamber, and we will see you soon. Bye.